On deck today, a Power 4 matchup between two conferences that now stretch coast to coast. It's Big Ten versus ACC with conference bragging rights in play. We are in downtown Atlanta in Bobby Dodd Stadium, home field for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. And the Yellow Jackets will kick this deep to begin the game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Back to throw. It's Stone. Short throw complete to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Covey. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down and 10 now. Looking to throw here. Gets made on the out route. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This Northwestern offense is quickly moving down the field. They mix it up with a run. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And the back gets the football. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Stone. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And he drops back in the gun. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Grabbed by the receiver. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. They'll try the option play here. Oh, the ball comes loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
What a great job by this defense of stringing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. Because he was hesitant, it allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
And completion makes it second and short. He hands it off from the gun. The Yellow Jackets pick up enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Second down play coming up. To throw, it's King. Caught over the middle, it's Patterson.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Can he make it to the marker? They keep the drive going. It's a first down of the 46.
Third down, I think defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
And the Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage to get a first down. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now, give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming 3rd down situation.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Patterson. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches a 38. First down from there.
When the defense sits back in a zone coverage, good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Yellow Jackets have 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, he's already thrown an interception here in this first half. He doesn't want to make a habit of this going forward. Almost threw another one.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's King. Fires it to the wideout. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the Yellow Jackets are in the red zone now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Design quarterback run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's King.
It's caught.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Breaks into the clear. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Northwestern now operating in the red zone. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Northwestern getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes the score 7-3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On the ground, It's Haynes. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? To the air. It's King. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the 1st, and it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will bring their punt team onto the field. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. What a catch! Good enough for the 1st down to the 37.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. Scanning the field. It's Stone. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
But the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Comes the punter onto the field. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the returner will be brought down. First play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll try to run it with the option. Oh, the ball is out. Ball scooped up by the defense. Touchdown, Northwestern. And the defense joins the scoring party now. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Back to pass. It's King. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Haynes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Patterson. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pass is caught. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's got it right near the end zone. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. So that wraps up an uneventful first half. We'll take a break and hope for more excitement in the second half ahead. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Throws to the tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you'll start to wonder, should I go for this?
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Begin the drive here, set up at the 30. It's a shotgun run call. set second down play here. Looking downfield, it's Stone. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
By the tight end. Gain of 23 on the play. Good enough.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They keep him off balance with a run. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The sure hands, it's Covey. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
This Northwestern offense is quickly moving down the field. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. The tight end has got it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
They'll try the ground game here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Going for it on 4th down. The marker is at the 1-yard line. To the air. It's Stone. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and the play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Here he goes. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches opens up the playbook. Will they take a shot here from their own territory? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the Yellow Jackets lining up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's King. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it with room to run. They stop him, but it's a first down.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And it's the tight end trying to power for the first down. Gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Northwestern 14, Georgia Tech 3.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Looking to pass. It's King. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
While they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
Well, all the return team had to do was secure the ball, get the ball to their own offense, and with this lead, work the clock. Instead, a fumble, a big turn of events, and now their opponent is still alive.
Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Again, coming out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, positive yards are always going to help you. These guys got a long way to go to get themselves back into this game. But you put positive yards on back-to-back plays, you start to get some confidence going and believe you can do it.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. On the run, it's Haynes. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Doesn't do much good, so they'll set up with a 2-point conversion, trying to cut the lead to a field goal here in the late going. This is caught. Could be an important 2-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages.
Well, this is exactly how you climb back into a game. Great execution, not only in the touchdown, but then they get the 2-point conversion as well. And now it's a field goal game. Time to see if the defense can get a stop and capitalize on this shifting momentum.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Movement at the second level of the defense now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion. Right? Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's hauled in way downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter.
Northwestern.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. downfield. It's King. Grab down the middle. It's Patterson. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Now it's second down here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The pass rush closing in. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. They're going to run the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Okay, here comes the Northwestern offense back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He keeps it on a design run. The ball is out. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last two fourth down attempts. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They are 0 for 2 on previous fourth down attempts. We'll see if the third time is a charm. Looking to pass. It's Stone. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pounding away with the run game. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Northwestern, 24, Georgia Tech.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Set to kick off.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's King. A deep shot to the left side. Caught at the 30, still running. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Stone. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. The first play of this drive now from the 35. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Patterson. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Scanning the field, it's King. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. The quarterback's got it on the option. He gets loose. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
The defense has been torn up through the air, and now the option game is starting to make its presence felt. Good read here by the quarterback to pitch it out and pick up a first.
And the Yellow Jackets starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Haynes. Breaks into the clear. Clean toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This offense is still clicking.
What a job by this offense. They work the ball down the field into the end zone to tie this game up. And with under 2 minutes to go, they're an extra point away from taking a lead.
The PAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
It's an out route. The catch made. He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Could take it all the way. At the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A crucial pick six. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quick throw to the left. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Dropping back. It's Stone. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with the first down.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not a long return, but the important thing that they wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take takeover from the 29.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And it's a kneel down. Now, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.